Hey Gemini, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do your weekly reading for January 27th through February 3rd. All right, so what are we looking at this week? We're going to look at you and your person. What's going on between the two of you? This is probably, well, this definitely will be a more intuitive reading. And then we'll also look at possibly what's being hidden from you and what you might be hiding from this other person. So this up here represents you. Of course, in a general reading, you might flip the characters. It might be reversed for you. I have to say, I always look forward to doing Gemini readings because you guys, to me, being a Capricorn myself, okay, I tend to be more on the serious side, if you haven't figured that out. This is why, I need the cards to look a certain way. I'm very organized. I like things neat and clean. But you guys, one of my best friends is a Gemini. Actually, Susan is her name, and she was the friend that I stayed with in my transition from Atlanta to Buffalo, and Geminis are just themselves. They have no problem being who they are. I love that about Geminis. Geminis are very entertaining to me because they're so different from me, and I appreciate so much what you all bring. And I feel like a hidden trait of Geminis is how hard of a worker you are. You do it different than like a Capricorn would. Okay. You're just balls to the wall, get it done. And you're authentic about how you do things, even if it's different from how other people get things done. And you have such big hearts. So I love Geminis, and I always look forward to your readings because you guys give me a different perspective of how to look at things sometimes, just by doing your readings. All right. So I'm using the Queen of the Moon Oracle and the Romance Angels. And we're going to look at this middle row last as almost a validation of the reading for you. And again, these two cards are what the two of you might be hiding from each other, or something that you just might not be comfortable sharing as far as sharing yourself. Okay. Let's get going. All right, so for you, what do we have first? Queen of Cups. Aw. So you have, oh my gosh, you have a lot of love for this person. Okay, and it's, if it's not unconditional, it's getting to that point, where you would do just about anything for the person that you're watching this video for. Now, this person has the Six of Swords. So that tells me, that this person might be trying to get away from something that they consider to be trouble. Like, moving towards something better, which might involve you, all right? but I feel like they're trying to get away from something. It could be a job, it could be another person, you know, it could be some type of situation that they just feel done with, that they want to leave behind. All right. Now, what comes before the Six of Swords? The Five of Swords, right? So the Five of Swords, you know, they could have done something that, while it was a win to everybody else, it felt like a hollow victory to them. But they did it because of this. They did it because they want to move away from the trouble. So, you know, they could have actually taken a loss too. It was either a hollow victory or a loss. But I feel like they desperately want to get away from it. You know, it might have been something that provided them money or satisfaction in some way, but it doesn't anymore. Like, whatever satisfaction it was giving them in the past, they're not satisfied with it anymore. So, you know, they could be leaving, you know, a home behind. You know, sometimes this feels like, especially when it comes up as the first card, it feels like that this person wanted to get away at all costs. So if this person recently went through a breakup, you know, they might have taken quite a bit of loss because of it. You know, they might have been the one that said, you know, keep the dog, keep the apartment, keep the house, keep the car. I just want to move on. All right. All right, so you have the Four of Cups, and this person has the Three of Swords. Four of Cups, for you, right now, you are doubting the love that you have for this person. Why you're doing that, I don't know, but you're doubting it. You may not be able to see the full scope. Like, you can't see the big picture of this connection right now. And, you know, this person over here with the Three of Swords, the reason that you might be doubting this connection is because this person may have had, in order to move away from something the way that they did, they might have had to intentionally hurt you. You know, and that sounds terrible, but they might have had to intentionally hurt you to move you away so they could take care of what they needed to take care of. Because again, remember what I said. I feel like they're trying to get away from something at all costs. At all costs means and includes you. So they might have had to do something that hurt you, you know, in order to give themselves time, you know, and it's a pretty big assumption on their part that you're going to sit around waiting for them, but that's exactly what you might be doing. Because from your point of view, I don't know that this person shared why they did what they did or why they might have hurt you. And when they hurt you, it seemed very out of the blue to you, very out of character possibly for this person to do what they did. So, you know, you might be a little bit confused, okay? And a little bit possibly feeling sorry for yourself because you know the degree of how intense your feelings were for this person. You thought it was reciprocated. And I'm not saying that it wasn't, okay? That's the thing about what I'm picking up here, is that it feels like it very well could have been reciprocated, but there was absolutely something that this person felt like they had to move away from at all costs. So I feel like there might be a separation right now between the two of you. There's your card, Gemini. There's your card. Lovers. Look at that. So this person has the 10 of Cups. And that's why I said what I just said. You know, I feel like this person, you know, might have really gone out of their way and might have really needed to move away from something at all costs because they saw the potential for an ideal love, you know, an ideal committed situation with you. Lovers, you know, this is the person that I feel like you're seeking a sense of wholeness with. You're whole on your own. I feel like you know that, okay? But this person is somebody that you felt brought out the best in you, all right? It was, you know, it felt divine. It felt like there was harmony kind of in every aspect of the connection. You know, emotional, mental, physical. You felt a lot of harmony with this person. And I feel like they felt the same with you. You know, whatever they did here, okay, I feel like it was for the greater good. For them, first and foremost, and for you, ultimately as well. You might be very surprised to hear the story that you hear from this person. All right, so you have the Two of Swords. Look, they have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this had to happen in order for the wheel to move forward. You know how they say, you know, sometimes you got to close a door for a window to open. I feel like that's what this was for this person. It's like they couldn't focus on anything else except how they were going to move away from whatever situation they were moving away from. And that now has allowed the wheel to start to move forward again. It's a turning point. It's an inevitability. But you up here with this Two of Swords, you know, this can be about not making, you know, unwilling to make a choice. It can also be about blocking your heart because of a situation, you know, the connection that you might be doubting. You are possibly blocking this feeling of wholeness that you get with this person because I feel like this was pretty painful for you. This person knows that it was painful for you because you know what? It was painful for them too. It was, but I felt like it was something that needed to be done. I don't know that they even had time to explain the details of the situation to you. They figured that they were just going to be able to do that later. And, you know, that may not have been the right choice, okay? And it's, like I said, it's a big assumption to make that somebody's going to wait for them. I don't know how long the two of you have been apart, but, you know, that's what I feel like happened. Be careful of being in this energy because when you're, you know, in this state of blocking your heart, that's the energy that you're putting out to the world, including to this person. This person has 10 of Cups. They see you. This 10 of Cups comes right underneath the Lovers, you, Gemini. They see long-term potential and commitment with you. So please don't block your heart to them. If this is somebody that you have the potential for unconditional, or the closest thing you can get as a human to unconditional love, okay? All right, Five of Pentacles for you and Justice for them. Yeah, I feel like they're going to talk to you about this situation because I feel like this person down here, has gotten their justice. Whether it was leaving a bad boss, a bad situation, a bad relationship, I feel like, things are moving forward here for this person in a very positive way, and they feel like they have gotten their justice, putting them back on a balanced path. There might have been a truth that they needed to accept that was difficult possibly for them. This doesn't feel like it was easy. And then over here with you, we have this Five of Pentacles, all right? And, what is separating you and this Five of Pentacles, which is, something that's missing, or the feeling of lack. It's this Two of Swords. Blocking your feelings, repressing your feelings, blocking your heart. I feel like the longer you stay in this energy, you're going to feel like you missed something, or you're going to feel left out in the cold. This feels a little bit stubborn, but I understand the reaction, okay? Because I don't feel like this person gave you a lot of details about what was going on, all right? All right, so let's see what this person has to say about this. Ace of Cups. This is why they did it. Okay, they wanted a new beginning in love with you. And and again, I get the feeling like they just didn't have time to explain all of this to you. And that may not seem fair, and it probably wasn't. But they did whatever they did out of love for you. What do we have for you here? Look at this. Queen of Swords. Ooh, there you are. There you are. There you are. Queen of Swords. Look at, you have your back to this Ace of Cups. This and this and this tells me kind of where you're at right now. You're angry, right? You're angry. You have that desire to give this person a little bit of a taste of their own medicine. I'm here to tell you that will not give you any satisfaction. Okay? You started off here with the Queen of Cups, which is unconditional love. These two are opposite energies. I feel like this is a choice, lovers, Gemini, you. This is a choice that you need to make as to what energy you're going to be in when this person comes knocking on your door. Because they're in this Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune energy. Right now, I feel like you are in this Queen of Swords energy, where you were in the Queen of Cups energy before. So that's up to you what you do, okay? If you receive them in this Queen of Cups energy, I think things will become very aligned between the two of you, and it'll move forward really quickly. But if you add this next level of anger and frustration and give them a piece of your mind and tell them everything they did wrong, it's like, what is that going to accomplish, really? All right. So what do we have here? Blossoming. Yes. Something here is trying to blossom. It's trying to grow. You can stunt that growth. You can stop this Ace of Cups from coming in. You have the power to do that. And remember, it might give you some short-term satisfaction, but that will fade really quickly. Then you're in the position of having to backtrack, having to apologize, having to possibly build up some trust again, and people don't forget how you make them feel. So if you do that, if you hit them and cut them, it's gonna hurt them. And again, they might have intentionally hurt you, but two wrongs don't make a right. What a cliche that is, okay? But it's true. This card number is 33. That's the card of enlightenment. 33, I should say, is the master number of enlightenment. Okay, so this situation might require you to kind of level up in how you're thinking about this, because something is trying to grow, something is trying to blossom. I don't know, I've never been a fan of that word. It just, I don't know why it bothers me. Isn't that weird? All right, and then we have, you deserve love, you are lovable. Well, don't we know that, Gemini? Yes, you are. So look at where this falls, in between the Queen of Swords and this blocked heart up here. So I feel like if you stay in this energy, Queen of Cups, knowing that you deserve love, and you receive this person, with an open heart, things will move along pretty quickly. All right, for some reason, I'm called to clarify your card. Knight of Pentacles. This tells me that you're a little bit on the gloomy side right now, all right? There's the risk that you may put effort into this, but without a lot of passion. And that's the complete opposing energy of the Lovers, of you. You do things with passion. You might show this to this person. And again, Two of Swords clarified by Nine of Pentacles. This is you, I feel, kind of, portraying to this person, hey, I'm perfectly fine. I'm okay being single. I'm okay whether you're in my life or not. That's blocking your heart. Five of Pentacles, Chariot. This is saying, okay, that you have two options. One, to listen to your thoughts, and one, to listen to your heart. And the Chariot, when the Chariot is moving forward, it's because you're listening to your heart. That's the last card that we're pulling over the Five of Pentacles, which is feeling left out in the cold. If you want to stay in these negative thoughts, Queen of Swords, Two of Swords, I don't think that this person will be as excited to come into your life. So follow your heart on this one, Gemini. All right? Regardless of how annoyed you are with this person, because this can grow. This is a good thing. This person, how they did it, stunk. It sucked. Okay? But what they did, I feel, was the right thing to do for them. And it might have been really hard for them to do it too. Okay? All right. Gemini, that is what I have for you for this week. I am going to be doing some additional readings on Friday, so you can look for those. For those people that are in challenges or in separation, those are the readings that I'm going to be doing on Friday. So you can look for those, and maybe you can get some additional information with that. Okay? Thanks so much, guys. Have a great week. Bye-bye.